Hey guys, thanks for tuning in to Forgotten Weapons. I'm Ian McCollum, and I just have a quick update for you guys on the still ongoing lawsuit between KE Arms and GWACS over polymer monolithic lower receivers. Now, a couple of weeks ago, there were some major events in the case. There were a whole bunch of motions that were finally ruled on, and the upshot is most of the case was thrown out. Most of the defendants were not thrown out, but were removed from the case. So Brownells is no longer actually a party to the case. All of the complaints against them were dismissed by the judge. Phagan and Sinistral Shooting Technologies, which is Russell Phagan's LLC, both of those parties are removed from the case, and Shawn Nealon, who is perhaps the most ludicrous person to have included in the case in the first place, he has also finally been removed from the case. So that's fantastic news. And then in addition to that, well, that leaves one defendant in the case, and that is KE Arms. And many of the complaints against KE Arms were also dismissed with prejudice. Like, the judge looked at it and went, yeah, that's nonsense. We're just going to toss that right out of this. There are, however, still a couple of elements remaining. There's one primary element remaining. There is still a lawsuit from GWACS complaining now that KE Arms basically misused confidential financial information that they had under NDA in order to, I guess, gain a competitive advantage in marketing the KP15. And for this reason, the case is still going to trial. So I've been holding off on saying anything about this because with all of those motions being settled, or being ruled on, there was then going to be another, what's called a settlement conference, which is where the parties have to come together and have to negotiate and at least attempt to come up with some resolution to the case prior to actually going to trial, instead of going to trial. That conference happened yesterday, and the outcome was nothing changed. They were unable to come to any resolution. I don't know exactly what went on in that conference. Unfortunately, those are totally confidential. But, well, they were not able to reach any agreement, and so there is now a trial scheduled for May 15th for GWACS suing KE Arms. I have high hopes now that this should be a pretty slam dunk case for GWACS, or for KE's lawyers to prevail in. The few remaining issues here are, I think, really obviously settled by existing material. The big one is the pricing, the potential pricing, the presumptive pricing for the Mark III and Mark IV lowers that GWACS was theoretically planning to make before they completely went out of business. That was all published in a Brownells catalog in 2019 before this project, before the KP15 project even began. So anyway, I think KE has a really good shot at this lawsuit at this point. Of course, I've thought that from the very beginning. It's nice to see the judge actually supporting that and throwing out most of the case. However, unfortunately, it does still mean that there is still a trial coming. There will still be significant legal fees that KE has to continue to pay out. I have high hopes also that they will be able to get their money, their legal fees reimbursed if and when they do win, but that's not a guaranteed thing. So if you would like to help support KE in this, if you'd like to continue supporting them, I know a lot of you guys already have. They're not taking donations, but basically all of their revenue from selling components is going directly to their legal fund. So the best thing you can do if you want to support them is pick up a KP15 or a KP9 polymer lower receiver. Honestly, they're fantastic receivers. I've been a part of the KP15 from the very origins of it, and I think it's a great product. I have a bunch of them and I use them extensively. KE Arms has a whole bunch of other AR related stuff available if you're interested in it. That's also out there. It'll all help. They have a couple of coupon codes on the website that you can use to get a discount. Defend to a 25 in particular will get you 25% off polymer lower receivers. So anyway, hopefully the next update we do on this will be with the glorious victory of KE in court in, 6 or 8 weeks. But we'll wait and see. Until then, thanks for watching.